Hello everyone, welcome to this no hands creative flow practice. This really is for those that are maybe dealing with some injuries of your fingers or your wrist, or you're just not wanting to be weight bearing on your hands today. So today is all about being upright, never coming down to our hands. Only time we'll come down to the mat is for our final pose for Shavasana, but we don't even have to use our hands to get there. And if you prefer, you can always take a standing pose or a seated position for your final pose. So let's get started at the tops of our mats in a mountain. Arms rest by your sides, palms forward. Stand up nice and tall and ground down through both feet. As you press down through all 10 toes, feel the weight also in the backs of your heels and the inner and outer parts of your heels. So if I were to just grab your waist and lift you up, both feet would be completely imprinted into the mat. I don't know if the visual of me lifting up is funnier than maybe an imprint of your feet, but either way, really press down, engage, and anchor. On your next inhale, grow a little bit taller through your spine. And as you exhale, just be here, be open to what's to come next. Let's blink the eyes open, sweep the arms up towards the sky, deep breath in. As you exhale, side stretch to your right hand can drop down, left arm reaches up and over. Anchor through the pinky side of your left foot as you zip the lower belly in, and then maybe turn your gaze down towards the mat. Let's come back to center. Right arm goes high. Switch sides. Left hand drops down. Reach up to the right as you take a stretch over to the left. Rotate the gaze down towards the mat. Press down through both feet evenly. And then return. Both arms high. Breath in. Cactus the arms. Bend the elbows. Spread the fingers. Bring the forearms together. Tuck your chin, round your spine, and slightly bend your knees. Re-straighten your arms high. Deep breath in. As you exhale, flat back, airplane arms. So fly the arms as you lower your chest. Maybe a little bend into your knees. And we'll come back up to stand. Sweep the arms out and up. Let's repeat that. We'll take side stretch to the right. Right arm drops down. Reach over, maybe a little deeper this time. Return. Right arm goes up. Reach up and over to take it to the left. Left arm down. Right arm reaches. Then back to neutral. Press down through your feet. Hug those inner thighs. On your next out breath, cactus the arms, bend the elbows, spread the fingers. Bend the knees, round your spine, bring your forearms together. Rise up. Straighten the legs, straighten the arms, reach up, maybe even look up. And half lift with airplane arms. Fly the arms back as you lower your chest. Let's repeat. Both arms high. Inhale. A little bit quicker this time. Exhale, side stretch to the right. Inhale, back to neutral. Exhale, side stretch to the left. Inhale to neutral. Exhale, cactus arms, bend the elbows, then round your spine, forearms touch. Inhale to rise, reach up. Exhale, airplane arms, fly the chest down. Inhale, rise to stand, both arms up. Exhale, hands to heart center. Step your right foot back for warrior one stance. Keep your hands at your heart. Right toes to that diagonal, left toes to point forward. And you'll hear a lot that heel to heel alignment, that doesn't work for my body very much. So I like to always offer a little wider stance. So wider meaning right to left. And that sometimes will allow you to feel a little more depth through that rotation in the pelvis. So it may or may not be for you, but just know that's always an option. We'll straighten out the front leg and reach the arms up. Then fly the arms back, airplane arms, lower the chest. Come back to warrior one with your hands at heart center, deep bend into the knee. Then straighten and reach. Fly the arms, lower the heart, zip that lower belly in. Return, warrior, hands to heart. One more just like that. Straighten, reach. Fly the arms, lower the chest. Return to warrior one stance, hands to heart. Now pick up the back heel. Rotate, crescent lunge. We'll continue to rotate the torso to the left. You can stay upright, or perhaps you bring your elbow to your thigh. Find a little more depth, a little more rotation. Coming into our prayer twist. Take a deep breath in. Deep breath out. Big movement here. Rise up, open up, warrior two. Right arm starts, left arm follows. Reach the arms to a T. Maybe you widen your stance a bit. Inner thigh of that front foot spirals up and back. Reach the arms evenly. And reverse warrior. Right hand down, left arm up and over. Lift out of this right side as much as you can. Then return to warrior 2. Bring your hands to heart center. Straighten out your left leg and pivot the toes. Now turn both heels in and both toes out. We'll come into horse pose, deep bend in both knees. Star, straighten and reach to opposite ends. And horse sit. Let's do that one more time. Inhale to lengthen. Exhale, sit. Now here, hold. Warrior 2 back to the front. So adjust your back foot first, then adjust your front foot and reach your arms out. We'll take a giant step forward, top of the mat, extended mountain pose, then hands to heart center. Close your eyes. Just notice your body for a moment, right? You may have felt a little bit into the hips. You may have felt a little bit into the shoulders, into the hamstrings. Just notice those subtle differences. And let's continue on. Eyes blink open. Left foot steps back for our warrior 1 stance. Nice wide stance. Hands will stay at heart center. Front knee is bent. Back leg as straight as possible. We straighten out the front leg. Zip the belly in. Pull the arms high. Fly the arms back. Lower the chest down. Return to warrior 1. Each time we come back to warrior 1 as that like reset, find a little more depth. Then straighten and reach, press down through your feet. Fly the arms, shine the heart forward. Return to warrior, hands to heart. One more time like that. Straighten, reach. Airplane arms. Return to warrior, hands to heart. Float the back heel up. So you have crescent lower body now. Start to rotate your chest towards your front leg, towards the right. You can stay upright or begin to lower the elbow to the outside of the thigh. You might have to nestle that back foot a little further. And then press into your palms, spiral the heart. As the heart spirals back, the left inner thigh, that back inner thigh actually spirals down. So there's opposing directions. Big movement here. Draw the belly in. Warrior 2, open up your stance. Back heel spirals down. Reach your arms out to a T. As you can tell, we're not in each pose for very long because it's a quicker practice. So immediately get into your depth for today. Now reverse the warrior. Right arm goes high. And back to warrior 2. Bring your hands to heart center. Straighten the leg. Pivot the toes. Heels and toes out. Horse pose. Bend your knees deeply, maybe a little deeper this time. Straighten and reach for star. Inhale. Horse, exhale. Inhale, star. Exhale, horse. One more time, come back to star. And then into your horse. Warrior 2, left heel pivots first, right toes pivot, reach the arms. Giant step to the top of the mat, both arms reach high. And hands to heart center, close your eyes. Deep breath in. Deep breath out. One more in. One more out. Extend the arms up, inhale. Let's fly the arms back like we did earlier. Chest will lower, but also float your right leg behind you for full airplane pose. If you prefer to keep the foot down, that's always an option. But if you want to challenge your balance here, really focus on getting that back leg high, maybe in line even with the heart, and then take those arms a bit higher. Then zip the belly in, active back leg. So thigh into thigh bone, thigh muscle into thigh bone, hamstring into thigh bone. And then giant step back into our crescent lunge. And now just a little fun transition here. Bring your hands either to heart center or to your hips. You're going to step your left foot back and then your right foot forward. So we arrive into crescent on the second side. We go back, forward. Both arms high, inhale. Let's take eagle arms, exhale. Left arm underneath the right. Hold on to either your thumb, your palms, or perhaps your shoulders. Lift the elbows up. And we'll take a little humble crescent with our eagle arm. So lower down. Front knee is deeply bent. Back leg is straight. Then return your torso back up. Giant step forward. Unravel those arms. Extended mountain pose. Other side. As the torso lowers and the arms fly back, the left leg will tick-tock behind you. The foot can be flexed, pointed, or yogi toes, but be sure that it's very active. And then reach through the foot and the head in opposite directions. Press down through that right foot, the standing leg, just like we did in the beginning. Imprint the foot to the ground. Crescent lunge is our release. Hands will come to heart or the hips. We're going to switch out those legs. So one giant step back, right foot to left, left foot forward. Here you go. Step right and then left. Come back to your crescent. Reach the arms up. We'll take our eagle arm, second side. Right arm underneath. Lift the elbows high. And start to fold forward into that humble crescent with your eagle arms. Take your pelvis with you. Pour your weight into both feet. And then gently unwind yourself, step forward, both arms up. Breath in, hands to heart on the breath out. Fold at the hip crease, coming into your fold. Little yogi ball here. Your hands really don't have to be on the ground. You can hold on to your shins, maybe clasp your elbows. Maybe it's just fingertips. But let your head drop, forehead to the knees. And sit down onto your booty. And we take it onto our backs. If you don't want to be on your backs, you can stay seated in any position. You don't even have to come to the ground if you don't want. But we want to find an ending pose that we can just pause in for a moment. Pause and connect to our experience without having to think about it. So as you come into your final pose, eyes closed down and really just drop in. Release control of body, of breath, and let yourself absorb your experience without having to do anything. When it's time, I will guide us out. So just be and enjoy. Begin to awaken the body. And you'll come up to a seat however it's easiest for you, depending on if you want to use your hands or not. Then bring your palms to touch at your heart center. Rub the hands, create some heat. Place the warmth of the left hand on the heart, right on top of the left. Bow your chin. Thank yourself for carving out time to be on your mat today. I want to thank you. I wish you well. And until next time. All right. Thank you so much for joining me. If you have any questions or comments, put them below. If you want more of these hand-free classes, let me know too. I wish you all well, and I'll see you all soon.